wrestling. Welcome to the...
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Oakland Raiders and the Seattle Seahawks. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. First and 10. Here's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Well, sometimes we talk running backs. Sometimes we talk wide receivers. Walford, the tight end in this unit, very important.
Clive Walford, a terrific player. Knows how to work the inside portions of the field, but also can surprise you and get deep.
So second and 10 here. Slot man in motion right. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Shotgun now for Carr. He's got time. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
As a punt of 32 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Rolls the lone man in the backfield. Here's Wilson, the intended target, Doug Baldwin. And now it's second down. Here's the offense. Certainly some threats on this offense, and one of them that they target is Doug Baldwin.
Not only does he do a nice job catching the ball downfield, he's also a tremendous blocker that helps unleash the running game.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give him a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The timing is so important. That ball's got to be out of the hands of the quarterback and to the receiver like that. And if it is, you often get a very successful play.
On first down, Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
From the red zone now, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now here come the Raiders.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
When Bobby Wagner's career is said and done, people are going to look back and say he was an absolute steal in the NFL draft. A Pro Bowl player for any team.
Carr will try it again on second down. It's caught by Clive Walford. And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Every quarterback likes having a reliable target at tight end, and I think young quarterbacks especially.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Dan Williams might as well change his name officially to Big Dan Williams. A monster in the middle, holds down the run game against any team.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
An ex-teammate used to tell us, no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And Baldwin was over 100 yards receiving, but we mentioned it earlier, the play that people were talking about, his touchdown pass to his quarterback, Russell Wilson.
And it's not just the people talking about it. I will guarantee Doug Baldwin is talking about it. He's going to walk into the offensive team room this week. He's going to walk into the quarterback room this week and say, you know something? Maybe this is where I should be. He's got a lot of fun with this one.
Big help in their win over the Eagles. He's got his man. It's Kurz. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Rawls got a big ovation from this Seattle crowd. First game since week 2 for him when he played against Philadelphia, 57 yards on the ground.
Well, you remember what he did last season, filling in and becoming the #1 running back before breaking an ankle later in the year at Baltimore. And so they couldn't wait to have him back full-time because Christine Michael no longer with the team. C.J. Prosise, who was expected to fill that role as well, he got hurt in this past game. So they need every bit of Thomas Rawls going forward.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Murray the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his side.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Here's Carr to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Well, partner, that was an incompletion. No kickers on the field right now, but I gotta go there. We gotta discuss what happened, the debacle last week for the poor kickers. 12 missed PATs, a league record.
Did you like it when they moved it back to the 15 in the 2015 season?
It adds a little more intrigue to it.
I hated it. I was totally against it. Yes, I hated it. But I have to admit, it has added incredible excitement and changed the complexion of games.
Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
In the slot on the right is Graham. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, they went for the